What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to our Marseille preview here at Anfield Agenda. The Reds travel over to the Stade Velodrome to take on Marseille in an 8 p.m. kickoff on Wednesday, which means that we'll be live from 6:45 to take you through the game. As always, during this video, I'm going to go through and give you my predicted 11. We're going to have a look at a bit of a fact file on our opponents. We'll look at their form coming into this game, as well as a bit of a history of our games against Marseille. As always, we do appreciate and want your feedback, so do let us know in the comment section what you're thinking. Drop a like on this video if you enjoy it, and of course I hope to see you back here tonight if you're watching this on Monday for the late night agenda, where we will have a lot to go through around the manager's future, the situation with Xabi Alonso, and lots more. But for now, let's get stuck into the preview. Right, with regards to injuries and updates, we don't really have too much on this. We do know we have some long-term absentees. We know Conor Bradley won't be available. Alexander Isak won't be available. But there is some good news in that Wataru Endo has been back in the squad recently. Joe Gomez has returned to fitness. So there will be some options there for the manager. But make no mistake about it, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to be a difficult game. And it is a game that has a lot on it. If we win this game and beat Karabag at home, that would pretty much guarantee us a spot in the top 8, meaning we would avoid the playoff round, thus having 2 less games and make it a little bit easier for the Reds to progress. But if we don't win this game, or hell, if we lose it, that could make it nigh on impossible to get into that top 8. So there is a lot riding on this one, and a lot of people I've been talking to have, well, big hopes for Ireland's future pinned on the direction that this game goes in. I fear going over to play Marseille the current moment. I'm not going to lie to you. They're in good form. It's always a difficult place to go. But more importantly, we're not playing great. So I'm not really sure what to expect from the Reds going over there. Let's get stuck into having a little look now at our opponents and a bit of a fact file on Marseille, as well, of course, as their form. So as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, all 6 competitive meetings between Liverpool and Marseille have taken place in the 21st century, and the Reds just about lead the head-to-head record with 3 wins compared to 2 for Marseille. Before colliding in the Champions League, Liverpool and Marseille first crossed paths in the 2003-2004 UEFA Cup last 16, when Marseille held the Reds to 1-1 draw in the first leg, courtesy of a Didier Drogba equaliser. 2 weeks later, Drogba was on target again as Marseille beat Liverpool 2-1 to reach the quarter-finals. See what I mean? It's a difficult place and a difficult team to play against. The Stade Velodrome is known for being loud. Head-to-head wise, Champions League 08-09 group stage, it was Liverpool 1, Marseille 0, and the reverse fixture again, the Reds got the job done. Marseille 1, Liverpool 2, and here's hoping for a repeat of that. Champions League 07-08, it was Marseille 0, Liverpool 4, and I'd absolutely take that scoreline. The reverse fixture, Marseille beat Liverpool by 1-0. Recent form for Marseille in the league, it was Angers 2, Marseille 5. In the cup, it was Bayeux 0, Marseille 9. So as you can see, not afraid to put the ball in the back of the net. PSG 2, Marseille 2, and PSG won on penalties in the French Super Cup. Then it was Marseille 0, Nantes 2 in Ligue 1, and Bourg-de-Bresse 0, Marseille 6 in the French Cup again. So a bit of a mixed bag of form for our opponents coming into this one. We do know De Zerbi is their manager. We do know that they have the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and a former Manchester United player there whose name I don't even want to mention, to be honest with you. So let's get stuck into having a look now at my predicted 11 for the game, and of course I'll do my best to explain it as we go along and my thinking for why I've put each person where they are. Start off with the goalkeeper and the centre backs, as I always like to do. Don't really expect any surprises here. Alisson Becker in goal, Kanade and Virgil. But I say I don't expect any surprises. Well, I don't really know what version of Kanade to expect, in all honesty. If Gomez had a bit more fitness, genuinely would have been a tough call for me whether we look to put Gomez in there alongside Virgil or not. Because if I'm going into a game with the Champions League season somewhat on the line, am I really trusting Ibrahima Kanade deep down right now? No, I don't really have that much trust, but we also don't have too many options, so I believe that will be those 3 positions. Now we move into the fullback positions, and you will see that I've made a change here. I want some experience, and I want a lack of rashness going over here. They're going to try and draw fouls. They're going to try and get behind their team and on the referee's back, and that's where I think Andy Robertson's history in his career, Andy Robertson's experience will come in huge for me. So I would go with Andy Robertson on the left, and then of course Jeremy Frimpong on the right hand side. Do let me know though if you're still with me so far. So it's Alisson in goal, Robbo at left back, Frimpong at right back, Canade and Virgil in the central defensive positions. Now, my friends, we move on. We move into the middle of the park. As you can see here, I've gone for Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister, and then Florian Wirtz in the central position. Again, I say Florian Wirtz in the central position, but when you'll see his heat map at the end of the game, you'll see that he's been all over the place. What he really has is a bit more of a free role there. So Ryan Gravenberch and Alexis McAllister with Florian Wirtz, and now into the wide positions. You probably expect me to say Cody Gakpo's name on the left-hand side, but I'm not going to do that. This is what I would do. Curtis Jones on the left-hand side and Dominic Szoboszlai on the right. And the reason I would say that is because, again, I want players out there who are really putting in a shift. Players who are going to stand up, because it's going to be difficult over there. It's going to be noisy. We've already seen before with Curtis Jones in the last game at Goodison as well. He has what it takes to stand there and stand up to the cause. And fight is going to be a big part of this game for me, and a battle of will. So I would rather Curtis Jones out there than Cody Gakpo. Personally, maybe you disagree, and of course I respect if you do. Let me know in the comments. And on the right hand side, as I've said, I've gone for Dominic Szoboszlai. So, only one spot remains in the starting 11 through the centre, and who have I gone for there? Well, I don't think it's going to take a genius to figure out. I have, of course, gone for Mr. Hugo Ekitike, and I'm banking on him to score a goal in this game as well. So, my 11, ladies and gentlemen, again, to run through it really quickly for you. Alisson Becker in goal, left back Andy Robertson, right back Jeremy Frimpong, centre back pairing of Canade and Virgil van Dijk, a midfield deeper line 2 of Ryan Gravenberch, Alexis McAllister. The 3 then in behind the striker, I've gone for Dominic Szoboszlai, Florian Wirtz, and Curtis Jones with Hugo Ekitike up top. So that's the predicted 11. We've given you the background on our opponent and a recent head-to-head. And this brings me to the last part of the video, the prediction. And again, I'm giving you a prediction based off my honest feelings going into this game and how I think it's going to go. Could we win the game? Yes. Could we lose the game? Yes. Could we draw the game? Yes. All stating the obvious. But honestly, going into this one, I'm not expecting a win. I'm hoping for one, but I'm not expecting one. So this is what I've gone for score-wise, ladies and gents. I've gone for it to be 2-2. I don't know how that will help us or not in the grand scheme of things. A loss would almost certainly rule us out of that top 8. A draw, depending on how other games go, could help us out. But I'm being honest with my prediction. It'll take a lot to go over there and win this game, and I don't know if we have what it takes right now to do it, especially with the way the manager is setting us up. So for me, that is my 11 again. That is my score prediction 2-2. A reminder that we will be live an hour and 15 minutes before the game, so 6:45 p.m. We'll have a match reaction, a player ratings video, and everything else you would expect on a match day with Anfield Agenda. Again, thank you for your support. Look forward to reading your comments in regards to the video. And if you're watching this on Monday or Tuesday, I will see you for the late night agenda later on tonight. Talk soon. Much love. Bye-bye.